But perhaps the most common is that we will identify a country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, and then arrange a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sister organizations. But the money never actually goes to the country. Instead, it goes to our big corporations to build infrastructure projects in that country, power plants, industrial parks, ports, things that benefit a few rich people in that country, in addition to our corporations, but really don't help the majority of the people at all, who are too poor to use much electricity, or the ports, or don't have the skills to get jobs in industrial parks. However, those people, the whole country is left holding a huge debt. It's such a big debt they can't repay it, and that's part of the plan, that they can't repay it. And when we try to corrupt governments and get them to accept these huge loans, which we then use as leverage to basically own them, if we fail, then the second line of defense is we send in the jackals. And the jackals either overthrow governments or they assassinate the people who won't be corrupted, in the case of both. And once that happens and a new government comes in, and boy, it's going to toe the line, because the new president knows what will happen if he doesn't. So in 1971, the United States was very deeply in debt, as it is today, and we were on the gold standard. We couldn't pay. We were bankrupt. We couldn't pay in gold. So we simply went off the gold standard and said, here, we'll pay you in dollars, but we'll need to back it up with gold. And most importantly, perhaps, never ever to sell oil for anything other than dollars, developing its own standard, the oil standard, which in many respects was much more powerful than the gold standard, because after all, oil has inherently more value in the modern world than gold does.